and welcome to the video series of software design patterns. In this particular video, we will be talking about adapter pattern. Adapter pattern works as a bridge between two incompatible interfaces. This type of design pattern comes under structural pattern, as this pattern combines the capability of two independent interfaces. This pattern involves a single class which is responsible to join functionalities of independent or incompatible interfaces. A real-life example could be a case of card reader which acts as an adapter between memory card and a laptop. You plug in the memory card into the card reader and card reader into the laptop so that the memory card can be read via laptop. We are going to demonstrate the use of adapter pattern via following example, in which an audio player device can play MP3 files only and wants to use an advanced audio player capable of playing VLC and MP4 files. Now let's look at the implementation. We have a media player interface and a concrete class audio player implementing the media player interface. Audio player can play MP3 format audio files by default. We are having another interface, advanced media player, and concrete classes implementing the advanced media player interface. These classes can play VLC and MP4 format files. We want to make audio player to play other formats as well. To attain this, we have created an adapter class media adapter which implements the media player interface and uses advanced media player objects to play the required format. Audio player uses the adapter class media adapter, passing it the desired audio type without knowing the actual class which can play the desired format. Adapter pattern demo, or our demo class, will use audio player class to play various formats. Now let's look at the higher level application architecture of our project. Here we are going to define an interface media player which is implemented by media adapter and audio player, and they are used by adapter pattern demo and advanced media player, which is implemented by VLC player and MP4 player. So the first step is to create an interface for media player and advanced media player. So let's go to the terminal and create the required Java files. Okay, here we are in the projects folder, Java patterns, and I'm going to create a new project directory called adapter pattern. Okay, it's going to set the permissions of adapter pattern. The first interface we are going to create is called mediaplayer.java. The text editor I'm going to use is Sublime text editor. So mediaplayer.java. Okay, within this media player, we are going to define an interface called media player. Public interface media player, and this interface have a definition of a function which doesn't return anything, and it's called play. It receives a string called audio type, and second parameter is also a string called file name. So this interface only holds the function definition of play. Now let's go to our advanced media player interface. Let's create that, advanced media player.java, public interface advanced media player, and here we have two function definitions. One is public void play v lc, which receives a file name as a string. This is just a function definition because it's an interface. We don't have the body of the function. The second one is play mp4, and it receives the file name as a string as well. So we have two interfaces now. One is media player and the second one is advanced media player. This is our step 1. Now let's move to step 2, which is creating concrete classes implementing the advanced media player interface. The first concrete class is called VLC player. So I'm going to create that class, VLC player.java. Okay, so there's a typo, sudo sublime VLC player.java, and here we are going to create a class called VLC player that implements the interface advanced media player that we created in the step 1. Okay, and it overrides the function public void VLC player, which receives a string as a file name, and we are just going to output some text to the terminal saying playing VLC file, and the name of the file is file name. Okay, that's it for this function. And the second function we are going to override is called public void mp4 play mp4, and this one was play VLC. Play VLC is called play mp4. It also receives a string as a file name, and we are not going to do anything here. Okay, this is our VLC player.java file, which implements the advanced media player interface. The second concrete file is the mp4 player.java. So let's create that, mp4 player.java. Okay, public class mp4 player implements advanced media player interface, and this also overrides the play VLC function, public void play VLC function, which receives a string as a file name. Here we do nothing because this is the concrete class for mp4, playing mp4 files, not the VLC files. So we do nothing here, and we are going to override the second function from the interface, and that is called play mp4, and it receives a string as a file name. And here we are going to print something to the terminal and saying playing mp4 file, name of the file is file name, and that's it for our mp4 class file. Okay, step 3 is to create adapter class implementing the media interface. So we are going to create a class media adapter, sudo sublime media adapter.java. Okay, public class media adapter implements media player. Yeah, and now we have to declare a variable of type advanced media player here and name the variable as advanced music player in camel case. But at this point we haven't created instance of this advanced media player class. We have just defined the variable. The first method we are going to use to create is media adapter. So public media adapter, this is basically the constructor of our media adapter class, and it receives a string audio type. And here we have the condition if audio type dot equals ignore case VLC. If the file is VLC type, then we are going to create an object of VLC player concrete class and assign it to advanced music player variable that we defined here. Else if audio type dot equal ignore case MP4, we are going to create an object of MP4 player concrete class and assign it to the advanced music player. So that's of media adapter. The second thing we are going to do is override the play function, which doesn't return anything. It just play the audio string audio type and string file name. And in this function we are going to check the audio type. If audio type is equal to VLC, then we will say advanced music player dot play VLC and pass the file name to the play VLC function of the advanced music player object. And in the else if condition we are going to say audio type dot equals lowercase MP4. So if the file is MP4 type, then we are going to use the play MP4 function and pass in the file name. So this is our class, adapter class, implementing the media player interface. Let's move to step 4. Here we are going to create concrete class implementing the media player interface. This class is called audioplayer.java. So we are going to create a class called audioplayer.java and public class audioplayer, and it implements media player interface. Here we are going to create a variable of class media adapter, and we are going to override the function play, public void play, and as you know, it receives audio type and it receives a file name of the audio file. Okay, this is inbuilt support to play MP3 files. So basically our basic audio player have the ability to play equals ignore case ability to play MP3 files. So here we are just going to say system.out.print then playing MP3 file, name of the file is file name, and that's it for our play function. Okay, else if. Now the else if part comes in. So in else if we are going to check if the audio type is either VLC or audio type dot equals ignore case is MP4. In that case we are going to create media adapter object and pass it the audio type, and media adapter dot play we pass in the audio type and the file name, and the last else is we can say system.out.println invalid media or unrecognized media, and we can print out the audio type and say format not supported. So this is our audio player class which implements the media player. And the last one we are going to use is adapter pattern demo. This is the class where we execute our design pattern, and it is called adapter pattern demo. Adapter pattern demo.java public class adapter pattern demo, and here we have the function public static void main string array, and here we are going to create object of audio player. And we are just going to call the play function of audio player by passing in different formats and the name of MP3 files. Audio player dot play MP4, and then we have VLC, and at the end we have AVI file which is not supported by our system, so this will result in unsupported audio format. So this is our adapter pattern demo. Now it's time to verify the output, so let's go to the console and see how many classes we have got. So we have got adapter pattern demo, adapter advanced media player, audio player.java, media adapter.java, media adapter media player.java, mp4 player, VLC player. Now let's try to compile adapter pattern demo.java, and we have successfully compiled it. And this, by compiling adapter pattern demo.java, it has automatically compiled all the other classes that were used in the pattern demo class. So what we can do now is just simply run the adapter pattern demo program, and it says playing mp3 file beyond of horizon mp3, playing mp4 file name alone.mp4, playing VLC file name far.away.vlc, and invalid media AVI format not supported. So we have achieved our goal of this particular video by implementing the adapter pattern in Java. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you need any help, feel free to contact me at umehmood@gmail.com, or visit my LinkedIn profile, linkedin.com/in umehmood, or my Twitter handle Usman_TechWeber. See you next time with a new design pattern. Thank you very much.